With Teddy up to his usual evening attention seeking from the nurses, we enter another night here on Foxward.
Well done! There it goes!
Yeah!
Oh, last one.
Strong boy! Oh! Yeah!
Oh, you!
It's so heavy.
It's heavy. Use
So
your
daddy help. Ready?
Let's see. Oh,
Yay!
This is the realistic side of finding out your child's got leukemia. Do not take life for granted.
For those who don't know us, this is me, Scott. This is my wife, Katie, and this is our son, Super Ted. We are the Bridge family, trying to get the most out of this rat race we all call life. On the 24th of February 2023, our whole world got turned upside down when we got told our 9-month-old son had been diagnosed with high-risk Aml Leukaemia. For anyone that doesn't know what that stands for, it's acute myeloid leukemia, which is a type of blood cancer. Yes, I said it. Cancer. As you can imagine, life froze. Every parent's worst nightmare was happening right in front of our eyes. With childhood cancer happening more and more frequently across the world, we decided to document our journey from start to finish to raise awareness and give cancer within children the exposure it deserves. We hope these videos give people a raw, detailed insight into what's involved, the treatment, the day-to-day hospital life, the emotions that come with having a child with cancer. So ladies and gentlemen, buckle up as we take you along on this whirlwind of a journey to save our son's life. And remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised. So if you're interested in following our journey, don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can stick with us on this battle against cancer. Teddy's just taken half of this Ella's baby pouch, which is the first baby pouch he's had in a couple of weeks, first anything really. So that's a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how it's going to go though.
We're going to live off these till we go home. Oh, no.
Banana's kicked in. Woo! Go baby! That's a bit better.
Yeah, go!
It's giving you extra clapping power.
Yay!
Watch how happy he gets when he gets the book in. You going to pop it in, Teds? Oh, this one is tough, isn't it? Ready? Big push. Yay! After a nice bath, Teddy went down for bed, but as all things on this journey, nothing, ever, is straightforward.
It doesn't ever end. He literally just was really unsettled. Nurse tried to give him his medication and he literally just choked and squealed like a little pig, bless him, and violently vomited all over me and all down me here. Oh, it's just fucking never ending. Never ever ending. Once that was up, he's just managed to get him right back down to sleep. But I haven't even given any of his oral meds.
When the nurse was trying to give the medication, Teddy started to gag, and I asked the nurse to stop. Within seconds, Teddy proceeded to gag more. Teddy's body started to divulge and didn't take a breath between 5 and 6 seconds. He went bright red, the veins were popping out his head. With another few seconds went by, I saw a huge bubble of pooled, stringy mucus collecting in his throat and blocking his airways. In pure panic, I put my fingers in his mouth and down his throat and pulled out what looked like a skipping rope of fluid from his mouth. He finally took a breath and let out a squeal like I've never heard before. This truly broke me. I was shaking with fear like I've never experienced before and gripped him so tight, doing everything in my power to comfort him so that he knew he was safe. Teddy continued to throw up all over me, but my main focus was to be there and comfort him however I could. It finally finished, and I sat cradling him in all of his bodily fluids that I had just dislodged from his throat. After finally settling him down, having one of our favourite nurse's cat come to the rescue, We slowly got everything back to normal. To make matters worse, he then required wafting oxygen as he wasn't holding his SATs very well, which is a game of cat and mouse around the cot as his airways have to be in direct flow of wafting oxygen, otherwise it doesn't work. With Teddy being a prolific mover in his sleep, this means you have to constantly move the mask wherever he moves. There is nothing more horrendous than watching the numbers plummet on a heart rate monitor in pure panic and constantly having to rectify the oxygen mask. Through the day, with help, this wouldn't be so bad. At night, when you're tired on your own, this is horrendous. So ended up refitting nasal cannulas, which are 2 prongs that goes up his nose, taped to his face, which is direct flow of oxygen into his nasal cavity. For the rest of the night, I sat there on his bed, smelling of sick, watching him like a hawk, to make sure he safely got through the night. Slightly overkill? Yes, potentially. But if you had witnessed what I'd witnessed that night, any parent would do the same. This night across the whole journey was one of the worst nights of my life, and something that will stick with me forever.
Oh my good lord, what a night that was. Literally, I'm exhausted once again. But first of all, what an angel our nurse was last night. She is just a different level of nurse. Kat, if you're watching this, you're appreciated more than you'll ever know. Someone who actually cares, who is outstanding at their job. And when it comes to something like having your child with cancer, people that care mean a lot, and she is at the pinnacle of the nurses we've had since starting this journey. It was a pretty rough start to the night, which led to a really sleepless night through the night for me, just because I'm not very good at switching off after like incidents happen, just because I think the parental kind of protective side of me comes out, and I just want to make sure that he is okay and nothing else goes wrong and whatever, which ends up hindering me more than it does him. So, but he's fine and just having some oral meds now, which will be interesting because that's what set off the problem last night. We shall see, but I actually thought it was later than it was. It's actually 5:45 now. I thought it was like 6:15, but I've just given up now, just having a coffee and putting it off all night. So anyway, enough waffle. Let's see what this morning brings. It is official. Our morning has started. And we start the guessing game of what is Teddy pointing at. I'm so glad that night is over and the morning has started. Tiredness is not a problem when the morning starts the next day, but during the night, wowee, very testing. But today's a new day and we're starting it with positivity. What do you want, mister? Meh. You're a sheep? You just threw it out the cot? You're right, that is a sheep and it stays in the cot. Farmers don't throw their sheep out their farm, so Teddy shouldn't throw his sheep out the cot. Do you understand? Say, yeah. Okay, that's fully understood then. Good chat. Look at you, no hands. Teddy, can you do big thumbs up? Woohoo! Beep, beep. Good boy. What noise does a horse make? Look, Teddy, look, there are all your farm animals that now don't have a home because Farmer Ted has thrown them at his cot. Yes, you're right. They're all there. Look, waiting for a new farm because this farmer has thrown them all out. So you have an animal-free farm going on in there at the minute. Look, nobody there. Where's all your animals gone? They're gone. Oh no. This boy is in absolute rascal mode this morning. And you mate? Yes. Nappies that he's just thrown over the floor. Oh. Today is the 25th and it's a Friday, and today's been a really, really good day for many reasons, to be fair. Firstly, it's ward round and that's a day that we all know by now. Every Tuesday and Friday is ward round, and it's a day that we threat because all the big boy consultants and doctors come round and group round and have a meeting and tell us our plan and how they think we're doing, and any results come back usually within that ward round. Now today they came back round and they were really happy with him, and Teddy happened to be on great form at the time. He was in full swing with Baby Shark and put on a full performance for them. So yeah, it was good timing from his perspective, but also from a perspective of what they actually had to say. And they mentioned the word discharge again. How that to me hangs with a heavy heart, because of the fact that last time they mentioned discharge, we all got prepped and ready and sent all the meds and syringes back to our house, and we were doing our own medications, and then inevitably Teddy spiked and then took a really bad turn. So then therefore we now have a bitter taste in our mouth about the word discharge, because until you leave the hospital with a baby in our car and head for home, we are not discharged. But as long as we can get him off 3 to 4 consecutive days not using oxygen through the night, and he accepts all his oral meds and doesn't spike any fevers and all the usual kit and caboodle, discharge is on the cards, which is absolutely insane to think that this could be our time. After 6 months today, to the day, was when we got admitted into Elephant Ward to try and fight for our son's life against Aml Leukaemia. So going home is just a huge prospect to A, yes, look forward to, but B, to also fear just as much, if not more, because you haven't got that safety blanket of gosh, and knowing how quickly things can turn around here. And with our experience, it's something that doesn't lay very lightly with us. We are hugely apprehensive of the home word, but on the same hand, can't wait. Been longing for this day since the day that we've been arrived. So, but if they're happy with him and he's happy, healthy, holding his SAPs and doing everything he should be, then there is no reason why we can't start our journey and head for home and try and rebuild our future. But I am 100% a realist in this situation, and until we get discharged out the door of our suitcases and our lives packed back up, we aren't going home. So hugely positive news, and amazing to see all the doctors and consultants so happy with him. But we wait and keep pushing on. In other news, we also had our CNS Sean, who has been amazing throughout, come up and tell us that there is a young kid up on Lion Ward that urgently needs to come down to BMT to start his process, and they haven't got room for him. So they are asking for us to move up to Lion Ward and let that little boy come down and start his journey, which wasn't what we were expecting, but absolutely no questions asked. We would 100% do that in a heartbeat. We were there once upon a time. Luckily, it wasn't an emergency for us to come down. We had it all booked in. Yeah, going to be very different to go on a ward, because we were Elephants from the start. Then we moved to Fox. But to go on to what hopefully will be Lion Ward for a few days until we move our journey on towards going home is a sweet drop in the ocean to be able to A, firstly help out the little boy get his BMT journey started ASAP, but also secondly a change of scenery before we go home. So uncomfortable, but it's nothing in comparison to what that other little boy has got to start and endure in the coming months. So we will 100% do that. Just another bump in the road. We've been lucky enough to have my sister up all day, which is always music to Teddy's ears. Even though he slept quite a lot today, he was in such incredible spirits, and Hayley managed to look after him for an hour and a half whilst myself and Kate just got out of the hospital environment for a little bit of time. But yeah, so all in all, today's been a really, really good day, and we love those days, because the last 5-6 days just felt like no progress was being made, and we weren't going anywhere. Everything was just happening and doesn't seem to be striving forward. But all the time we've got a goal to hit and a goal to strive forward, then we've got a reason to move and a reason to keep pushing. Whereas when we're staying static and 1 step forward, 2 steps back, it becomes incredibly draining. So today's exactly what we needed to push on to that final step.
All creamed, ready for bed.
Those feet have flared up again, haven't they, mate? Look at those, look at this. Roasty toasty! Doing this to try and loosen up all the congestion on his chest before bed. Hopefully he won't need his oxygen.
That is one of our golden tickets to get us home. Ooh wee! That's some good shit. Just joking. It's so nice. Tired little cub. Meds done, Teds. Time to go home. Another day, another line bike. Another day, another bag of shitty or sicky clothes. Another day in the life of Group 5 Fox Ward on this fight to beat Aml Leukaemia. But it is another day that we are closer to cure and closer to home where we rebuild our life. So for today, it's been a good day, and let's see what tomorrow brings. Saturday morning, and he's looking good. Just done all his creams, feet are still glowing, but other than that, it was a pretty okay night in comparison to my night yesterday. So some meds and obs through the night. No oxygen required, but his nose is still pretty snotty, but I'm trying to keep those nasal cannulas on him for tonight just in case he needs oxygen so we don't have to disturb him. Yeah, those stickers are a mess, mate. We need to sort that NG tube sticker out at some point, but maybe we'll do it tomorrow, eh? Look at this, Ted. Don't get better than this. Cake. Moana. What more do we want, hey? Look at his little handbags. One's got his wiggly worms in so they don't rub on the floor. The other one's got all his gas line for his nasal cannula. So he's just got to carry them everywhere he goes. Bless him. So in the middle of the night, a couple of nights ago, I come up with 10 of the most annoying and repetitive noises in this room that I cannot wait to never have to hear again. And I'm going to take you all through them now. So at number 10 is that thing up there. Sucking away all night is annoying. And at number 9, we've got Miss Rachel waffling on for 20 hours of the day.
Following closely behind at number 8.
Every time you move this telly, so annoying. In at number 7, in this drawer is where all our kind of flushes and parafilm and everything gets kept. So whenever the nurses go through this in the middle of the night, you hear this. So annoying. Now I know we have to stay hygienic in this BMT environment, but this number 6, in the middle of the night when you've had no sleep, is so annoying. Number 6. People aggressively washing their hands. In at number 5, the ridiculously annoying tin bins. So annoying. Coming in at number 4, a ridiculously noisy and unnecessary handle. Trying to go to the toilet without waking Teddy up. That's a task. In at number 3, the horrendously ancient but super loud cot. Horrendously annoying. In at number 2 is our super loud door. It's got like a little suction film down here. Can we just get that again? The suction. Horrendous. And last but not least, the most annoying noise that I never want to hear in my life ever again is the ye old faithful machines. Oh, the occlusions, the no downflow, the finished IV. When these are all going off, this is hell. 3 machines beeping and Miss Rachel in my ear roll. I'm not sure it gets too much worse. Just need Baby Shark in the background. I think it'll tip me over the edge. In the harmony of 2 AM and flashing at you, getting louder and louder and louder, it makes me literally want to jump off a cliff. So There are my top 10 most annoying sounds in a hospital room that I hope I never have to hear ever again, because I am sick of this place. But for now, that's me done. NG tube number 2. God's sakes. Oh, Ted.
Yeah.
It's yucky. NG tube.
Yeah.
F M L. Ted, you look absolutely 10 out of 10 without your tubey in. We knew something wasn't right, but put 60ml of water in him and he's been so snotty all day with that nasal cannula in. And then it all came up. And the NG tube came flying out his mouth. So we had to hook it and get rid. Look how beautiful you are with that tube! Oh, Teddy! This boy is so happy now he's thrown up all that stuff. We are hoping that because he's thrown up all the phlegm and milk and water, it's cleared him right out. The next task is the NG tube. He has to have that back in by 6 o'clock because that's when his meds are. So, and that is my worst thing out of everything that we've been through. Watching that happen is just not what I'm good at. So we've made an agreement. Kate's gone out for some fresh air now. She's going to have an hour out, maybe go and have a cheeky glass of wine to pluck up the courage. And then she's going to organise with the nurses that they do it together. So I just don't have to watch it. Yeah, it hurts way too much. And I just start flapping and get all nervous. So it's best I'm not here. But can we appreciate how handsome this boy is? No tubey. What noise does the horsey make, Teddy? He also had his nasal cannula in as well. So he had an NG tube, nasal cannula in, and both his stickers and tubes and everything. And it was horrendous for him. And it was all snotty because his nose has been running. He looks amazing now, and he is amazing. He was crying and groaning beforehand. Now he's neighing like a freshly born horse. Fingers crossed the NG tube goes in okay, and gives me the absolute heebie-jeebies. You've got no understanding the luxury about being able to wipe your son's nose without a tube in. Oh, it's amazing. So you just run away now whilst your tubey's out. Just pretend this everything's normal, mate. If only that was an option. You cleaning up all your sick, Teds? Go yucky! He's literally been so happy since he threw up and the NG tube came out. Mental. You ready for your tube? Bless you. So the plan for Team Bridge regarding getting the NG tube in Teddy successfully is to evacuate me, because I absolutely detest it, because I just can't stand watching him in pain. So the easiest way to make sure it's successful is for me to leave the situation and let Kate and one of the nurses do it. And then I can come back to my boy with a new tube, rather than have to panic and worry and be traumatised by having to pin him down. And call me a wimp, call me whatever you like, but when you're in a situation like this, you've got to pick your battles, and it's a long road ahead, so I can both be traumatised. So, plus, Kate is actually fantastic at situations like this. She's bulletproof. I'm off to Waitrose to go and get another salad. Yes, well done, you got your tubey back in.
Yeah.
Now he's building a house.
He's actually pulling it down.
Oh, proud of you, mate. I'm proud of you both, because I wasn't here. What an evening we've had so far. Kate had to stay about 3.5 hours later than usual. Couldn't get him down. And tensions are so high. We're just so exhausted and tired. Just getting upset with how loud some people are and the way things are done and the not grouping of meds. And yeah, but unfortunately he's back on oxygen. Had to put his nasal prongs back in. Every bit of tonight just breathes anxiousness. Just, is he going to cope with his meds? Is he going to cope with his feed? Is he going to throw up his NG tube again? Yes. We always say, do you know your next step? If you know your next step, then that's the only one you need to take. Step by step, minute by minute. Don't worry about too far into the future. Worry about something when it happens. So it's important we keep reminding ourselves of that. I'm going to turn these lights off so he doesn't wake up. But fingers crossed for the rest of the night. Just this morning then, Teds. I'm not sure it's ever became, don't know when the morning started or the night began, to be honest, but another day dawns. So you're running? How could any tiredness not be cured by the sight of that? Might as well have a coffee then, hadn't we? 5:10. Wow. Woo! Another morning. Started with an extra strong coffee. Cheers. Mark my words, one day I'll be either sat in a camper van or caravan exploring the country and making adventures with that little man in the background with a coffee in the morning and snuggles and not be in hospital. Fingers crossed. Finally got him back down. He would not let me put him down for love nor money, and if you even tried, he would scream the place down like 0 to 100 in seconds. Got him in a deep enough sleep to be able to pop him down and hope he sleeps for a while. It's 5 to 7. Come on, mate, nice big sleep. Oh, good lord. It's gonna be a long old day, mate. Woken up. And now all his morning meds. Big deep breath. Still absolutely blows my mind when you think of a child, if he spikes a fever, you give him a little syringe of paracetamol. That is morning 7 AM meds done. Ted, look at those stickers they were put on yesterday. Need to sort them out.
You're crazy.
Teddy, do it.
No.
Achoo!
Achoo.
Achoo!
Achoo.
You ready for a sleepover with Nanny? Say yeah.
We got the green light to leave the hospital for another night, and we couldn't leave quick enough.
Good morning from another beautiful day in London. I am just heading back from Paul's house to hospital. I've left Kate at the Paul's house just to have a morning off because my mum was in the hospital last night with Ted's and once again struck gold. Had an incredible night with him, slept from 6 till 6. Like, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Every time my mum or my sister or any of the nannies come up, it always is on top form. And it comes around to my night and all hell breaks loose. Guess that's a good thing, so I can deal with it. But that just about rounds up another week here at Great Ormond Street Hospital with our journey fighting our son's battle against Aml Leukaemia to reach cure forever. As always, don't forget to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you guys get notified when we put up a new video. And remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised.